A somber day in the United States as it marks the 13th anniversary of the September 11th terrorist attacks. Services across the nation remembered the nearly 3,000 people killed as 4 planes hijacked by al-Qaeda terrorists shocked the American people. CCTV's Li Ling Tang has more from Manhattan, New York.
It's a cool late summer day here, just as it was 13 years ago when the first of those 2 planes struck the North Tower at the World Trade Center. And for many New Yorkers, this is a throwback to that date when they saw the 2 planes crash into the buildings, when they fled for their lives, and when they saw and watched in horror as the Twin Towers collapsed. Now, the mood here is expectedly solemn this Thursday, and the security extremely tight across the city, from the disaster site at Ground Zero to the very busy Times Square, as New Yorkers remember those they've lost. At Ground Zero, an annual ritual born from the September 11, 2001 attacks plays out in New York as it does across America.
Antonio Javier Alvarez.
Pedro Francisco Checo.
With relatives reading out the names of victims at the Memorial Plaza at the new World Trade Center in Lower Manhattan, in a ceremony also attended by politicians and dignitaries. Bells tolled to mark the exact times when each of the 4 hijacked planes crashed. 2 in New York, 1 at the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., the other in Pennsylvania. At 8:46 a.m., U.S. President Barack Obama emerged from the White House, taking a moment of silence to remember victims before taps was played. A traditional American military song often played at memorials and funerals. He then headed a few miles away to Arlington, Virginia, for a private ceremony at the Pentagon 9/11 Memorial Site, where the 3rd plane crashed and destroyed part of the U.S. Department of Defense complex.
As Americans, we draw strength from you. For your love is the ultimate rebuke to the hatred of those who attacked us that bright blue morning. They sought to do more than bring down buildings or murder our people. They sought to break our spirit and to prove to the world that their power to destroy was greater than our power to persevere and to build.
In Pennsylvania, another gathering of politicians, dignitaries, and relatives of the 40 passengers and crew members who died when the 4th hijacked plane crashed into a field.